the Reign of Terror, a time period of 2 years following the French Revolution in which thousands of counter-revolutionists, religious figures, aristocrats, and monarchs were executed in an attempt to erase the overthrown government. But how did such a movement begin?
The Reign of Terror essentially began with the execution of King Louis XVI. That execution left France without a government and allowed the Committee of Public Safety, led by Maximilien Robespierre, to come into power. Robespierre and the committee were determined to abolish all remains of the old government. On October 14, 1793, King Louis's wife, Marie Antoinette, was put on trial with charges of treason. The next day, she was condemned to death, and on October 16th, she was executed by guillotine.
After a short period of time, Robespierre and his committee exercised virtual dictatorial control over the government, straying from their original republic model. They began to execute figures of power, religious authority, or anyone they considered to be a counter-revolutionist. Most of these executions were ordered without trial, and on December 25th, Robespierre justified temporary war against what he considered to be the enemies of liberty.
Robespierre began to become paranoid and started executing far more people than necessary. He even went on to execute Georges Danton, an original member of the Committee of Public Safety. Danton was arrested and executed on April 5th of 1794 on account of venality and leniency to the enemies of the revolution.
Eventually, the people of France saw the error in Robespierre's ways, and in July of 1794, Robespierre was arrested of dictatorship and tyranny. The Committee of Public Safety then kicked him out, and then the next day he was sent to be executed in the guillotine. Ironically, his execution is considered to mark the end of the Reign of Terror. This left open again a place for a new French government and led to the new democracy which would soon take place in France.
To sum it up, the Reign of Terror had righteous intentions, but was sent awry by a power-hungry leader. An estimated 40,000 people died during this period, 16,000 by way of guillotine. A new constitution was put in place afterwards, but struggle and unrest lasted around in France even after the Reign of Terror, until many years later with the rise of Napoleon.